personnel should go and retrieve his vehicle. I'm struggling with the fact that I know soldiers, army personnel, you respect authority.
That's
right?
That's right.
And of course, at the time that you self-appointed yourself, there was no authority at Brufut. But you still kept reporting to Mr. Toro, is it Toro Dabo, you said?
Toro Jagne.
Toro Jagne, who was not an active member of the Gambia Armed Forces. But you still submitted to him. I'm trying to reconcile the double standard here. In one breath, you claim to be very righteous and that you are the defender of the Gambian people, and since you see that people are doing something ill, you took it upon yourself to go and intercept. But in another breath, you took it from you did as you embarked to do, but then you went on to deliver it to Mr. Toro Jagne. Talk to us of the fact that when they were on the ground, they took a vehicle without your resistance. You did not resist at all. Now, I'm struggling to reconcile your evidence. Can you please assist in that line?
Maybe the first vehicle I made, that is the Pajero, is that one we hand over to Turo. This other one for General Basen, we don't complete yet. Is the Pajero that we give it to Turo Jaune, because all those items was kept by him at Burfoot. One person will give it to him because by then H's vehicles and other things was with him at Burfoot. Okay, when we bought that vehicle for safekeeping, because I can't use it, I was having my own car. For safekeeping, not because I don't allow this coalition civilian does to use that vehicle. That's what I said, happened to me, not even service-wise. We deserve it because it's the only thing I can do to make the vehicle safeguard, which is I did. And once we give it to him the very day, the very night rider, because it was night time, the following day there's a time he give it to Honorable Kante. But for that General Basen, we don't complete the correction yet. We don't reach to that who get that vehicle yet.
Okay, so again, you intercepted civilians, seized something from them just to go and hand it over to another civilian who is part of them. That is what I'm trying to reconcile.
Okay, then I have my reason.
Please.
Because this other person who first took the vehicle, I know him in person, we all served in the army. And the reason why he was sacked, there's a personal issue. I don't want to relate. I know it. So I don't want to allow him to use that car. And then when he spoil it, which means what I am up to, I don't even do my duties as a security.
But with duties, Sergeant Jagne, you were not assigned to MSA at the time. You were not even assigned to where you were posted, Brufut. It was not, let me land. It was not your duty. Yes, it is not your duty. But you see, one thing I like about human interaction is that human beings, we slip up. And you telling me that it's your duty right now tells me that you are hiding something. You're not telling me something. There is a connection between you and MSA. And I wish to hear it from you directly, that you are not telling this committee. But prior to that day, there is a connection between you and MSA.
No. As I said to you before, I don't have any connection with MSA before.
Okay.
Because before, by then, I was at Yundum, what we normally did, to be frank, the guy who was there, he normally help us for certain things. Like if our vehicle has a breakdown, we took it to him, he just support us and make the vehicle, we return back to...
Who is that guy?
Siaka.
That is Siaka Jamme.
Siaka Jamme. The guy was very supportive. Any vehicle...
That is the person who you took over from?
The PIU took over from.
Okay.
He was a very helpful guy. When we took our vehicle, the military vehicle, he normally services it free.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. This is the rapport I have with him. But MSA, I never work there, and I never have any rapport with MSA. Okay, for that issue pertaining to Senate issue, I know him in passing. And while I said I was doing my duties, to me, I used my own initiative simply because when I was wearing this uniform, I took Quran. And I said, I'm here to defend life and property. And I see this property was going mess. I think it's my biological right to pick this item from this wrong hand and then bring it here for safeguard.
Sergeant, did you just say that it is your biological right to intercept them?
To intercept a wrong passing with a government vehicle?
It is your biological right.
As far as service is concerned.
Okay, but just even to poke holes in that narrative, you were told, you were assigned, when you put on that uniform, you were assigned to State House to protect the lives and properties at State House. But you deserted that and went elsewhere. So you can't skip, you can't keep to your badge, or rather inform the committee that that role, that your action to go to MSA was to speak to your badge, when what your badge asked you to speak to was to stay steady at State House and protect the former president and his assets. That was your role.
That's quite true.
Yes.
But if I also sat down and saw the wrong party is doing so wrong thing from somewhere, which is economic stop to it, I don't think whether it's also a crime to go and stop that one.
Okay. Let's, it seems we can move on from this issue. Yes. Yes, Honorable Chair.
Sorry, Council, before you move, because I think there is an issue. Sergeant Jagne.
Yes.
With this vehicle you're talking about, because I heard you talking about a vehicle that was given to Turo, and also a vehicle that was taken from General Basen Baj. And I heard you saying that you will give us a better explanation later.
Exactly.
Can you tell this committee what kind of vehicle was taken from General Basen and the whereabouts of the vehicle, please?
The vehicle Sana took from General Basen is Salon Car Ford, and it was in a good order because the general was using it. Later part, when Sana took it from General Basen, and I confronted, took the vehicle from General, what is his name, Sana, and then handing over to, took it to court and parked it. When Sediba come, and I explained to Sediba that is this vehicle that I took from Sana. Then when Ture was appointed as a state guard commander, Ture took that vehicle, give it to his wife to use it. He's still using it as I'm talking to you.
So are you telling us the vehicle is with Turo Jaune's wife until now?
Yes, please. Even as I'm talking to you, it's with him, with her rather.
And will you be able to give this committee details of the vehicle later?
I have no problem with that.
All right.
Yeah. Chair. Mr. Jagne, just a question. It's a very simple, I mean, very straightforward one. By the time you were taking this vehicle from Mr. Adama,
Sana.
From Sana. What was your position? Was it the time you were transferred to MSA or before being transferred to MSA?
By then, I was already at MSA. But these coalition boys, they normally...
No, my question is,
okay.
When you took the vehicle from Sana, were you given the authority to work, to be at MSA, or you were still at the position that you transferred yourself?
By then, I was given position to mount MSA.
You were given the position to mount MSA?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You see, Sergeant, when you make statements like that, I have to go back into the door that I just left.
Okay.
The honorable member just asked you, when you were going to seize those vehicles at MSA, were you at the position you gave yourself at Brufut, or were you at the MSA? And your answer is that you were at the MSA. He asked you twice. In fact, the first time he asked you, I thought maybe you did not understand the question. I was relaying that to my colleague.
Okay.
But the member prompted you again, and you gave the same answer.
The Pajero, when we are apprehending it, by then I was not Kotu. As I said to you, these people went to Kotu and then we followed them to Kotu. That's the time we took that black Pajero from Kotu and took it to tourist journals, this thing at Woodfoot. But this particular vehicle that I'm talking of, General Bassing's vehicle, by then I was already at Kotu with this coalition mechanics, this coalition boys mechanic. They are the very guy who hit me, and I saw Sana driving that car in town. I asked these coalition boys, I saw a vehicle with a Sana. They said he took it from General Bassing. This time I called Sana and get that vehicle from Sana and then park it at MSA, inform Sediba. When Sediba come, I saw the vehicle. The vehicle was parking. When the General was appointed, that's the time they give me order by Sediba that let me give it to the Jagne. To the General took that vehicle, give it to his wife, and still now the wife is using it.
Mr. Sergeant, I think we have it very clear here. When you were posted at MSA, were you there with the coalition boys? Were you working with them?
They brought their mechanics.
No.
Sir?
Were you working with them?
I was not working with them hand in glove, but they brought their own mechanics that they're going to appoint them. When things settle, there will be a mechanic there.
They brought their own mechanic?
Their own mechanic.
Under whose command?
By then, they are listening with the PIUs, like Commissioner Dabo.
But I think we are given the responsibility to take care of MSA.
To take care of those items, cerebral being ventrate, take ventry.
Mr. Jai, I think we have it very clear here. According to you, you were still in active service.
Yes.
Were those boys in active service?
They are not.
They were in active service.
They are not even a serviceman at all.
And the responsibility was given to you. And yesterday you are still working with them.
One thing I want you to understand this. Not actually, I was the fully guy in charge of MSA. The MSA was handing over to Commissioner Dabo. Commissioner Dabo being the PIUs, and I was there with them. Okay, the element they did until they bring these mechanics at the MSA, that is between the Commissioner Dabo and the former Secretary General. So one day I sat down, I saw this mechanism coming in, and the same Commissioner Dabo called me and said, Jan, are you there? And I said, yes. Okay, all of these boys who come there, I think it's Dusan and others who brought them in, because they want to, appoint them as a mechanic.
Let counsel, you can continue. Sergeant Jagne, I feel to, as a brother, to caution you again that giving false testimony to this assembly could have grave consequences for you. But before I go on that, I would like to ask you again whether you brought your gun this time or whether the gun is in the car. Before I start to threaten you, I want to know whether your gun is with you.
Right now, even in middle, I don't have it.
That's great. At least now I can threaten you with confidence.
But even though you're going to make me upset, I'm trying to calm down.
Okay. But in all seriousness, I am not buying your testimony. You had initially mentioned that you observed one of the coalition boys going and coming with a vehicle, right? And you decided to ask one of his colleagues where he got the vehicle from. And they informed you where he got the vehicle from. And I asked you, were any of them in active service? You confirmed no, including Turo Dabo.
Turo Jagne,
right.
Brian Turo was at Woodfoot.
Yes. Now you have changed your tune to say that this was in fact when you were at MSA, rather. And I want to ask, which one is it? Were you at MSA at the time Turo Jagne's vehicle was taken from him?
Council, I think we are having this.
Rather,
General
General Bassing.
I think we are having miscommunication.
I think so too.
I am not here to tell lie against anybody or defend anybody.
Okay.
Because what is in my shoulder, God forbid, if anything happened to me, none of them will try and get that away from my shoulder and shoulder it. Then I'm not here to defend anybody. I'm not here to back anybody. Maybe it's a language that we are just misunderstanding. But what I say is, when I saw Sana using this car, and I know Sana cannot buy that car, I asked a coalition boy, I saw Sana using this car. Where he get, this guy, he said like he took it from General Bassing. And I said, but Sana have no right to pick any vehicle from anybody. That's the time when I was in Kotu.
Yes, but okay, let's assume that you are at Kotu.
I'm at Kotu by then.
Who tells you who has a right or not?
Sorry?
Who tells you, who informs you who has that right or not? Is it your place to say that such a person should not be driving? You're not the vehicle controller, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you?
No, I'm not the vehicle control commander.
You are not the vehicle controller. You are not working under the vehicle controller's office. You are not even... the documents of the vehicle controller's office were not accessible to you. So how do you know whether somebody is supposed to have a vehicle or not?
Through my experience, Sana is not a serving member in the army.
Is it only army personnel that get vehicles?
I'm coming, sir.
No, now I think you've been coming for a while. Now I want clarity. Okay. Is it only army personnel that get vehicles?
No.
Civilians get vehicles as well?
Yes, sir.
And Sana is a civilian?
Yes, sir.
Sana received a vehicle from the government?
From General Bassing.
Sorry?
From General Bassing.
Yes, sorry. He took a vehicle from... Yes, Honorable Chair, your mic is off, yes.
Because you earlier said that you have a problem with Sana at the time, but we are not ready to say what the problem.
He was having problem in the army until he was sacked. That is his personal problem, which I don't want to relate. He was having problem with the army. I'm not saying me. He was having problem in the army until he was sacked.
Okay.
That is his own problem, which I don't want to say.
So it's like you have an ulterior reason why you are following Sana. Until you know that he has taken a vehicle. You have a special or personal interest to follow Sana, isn't it?
Well, I cannot say no to that,
Yeah.
because I know the person, which kind of person it is, and he was within them. Like, for example, I can give an example if you allow me. Okay, fine. Let's say, for example, one group of people they are moving, and then you are standing over there. You just try to identify a very bad person within them. Let's, for example, a thief, somebody who normally steal or whatever. You saw that team coming to your house. I think because of that person, you automatically have the substance of mind why these people are coming to my house. That's why when I see this guy because maybe this is a media thing, I might offended him, whatever. But when I saw him with it, to be frank, I was so comfortable because I know what kind of person he is.
Mm-hmm.
As you said, that's why I put eye on him.
Yes.
If I answer your question, I think.
Yes, so now, what I'm trying to say is that, or what you are trying to say is that you know the person before as a bad person, and now you see a vehicle with him that you know he personally cannot own the vehicle.
I cannot say he's a bad person, but the lifestyle he moves is bad. Because if I accuse him that he's a bad person, he's a media, it might listen to me. But the lifestyle he moved, I was so comfortable with it. That because of that, I put eye on him about that vehicle. If I answer you correctly.
That is the reason why you followed him. Because you know that he has a bad
attitude.
A bad character.
Exactly.
Okay.
The honorable member just asked, that is the reason why you followed him. Did you follow him?
Followed him in which sense? Because, sorry to ask, because followed mean, I'm not following him, But I was just trying to put eye on him.
To keep tabs on him. And where did you first see him with the vehicle?
By then, myself, I was driving towards Kerava Avenue, and I met him at the gas station. He was buying gas. He even called my attention, and I U-turn, meet him at the gas station. That very time, I don't ask him, but I said, boy, it's nice. He just laughed. And I drive back to Kerava Avenue and do what I'm supposed to do, and come back to MSA, call this coalition boy, called Tombo, president, he's in US. When I talk to him, boy, nga moto je ila cable de sana. Yama moto nying. Sana ta moto bang.
Okay, just take it easy. I think now the interpreter has kicked in.
Oh, let me just, because it's the language I used when I was talking to him. Yeah,
yes, it's important. Just give us that language, the interpreter will do the needful.
Okay, fine. When I get back to MSA and I meet Tombo, he was part of the coalition, and I said, boy, I inyela kejele ani moto. So moto ni ya mera amanki kechele moto mimba ya whatever akonyo ko hanide. Because kunu ngam bo so yako atara general basenia. Ya mera
hold on. If that could be interpreted.
Idi amata jamale nu. Idi amata basen le nu ka faye ko pour moto ni yaje min buluba.
Okay, let's do this. So let's not have a back and forth. Just begin the Mandinka conversation again, and he will interpret immediately.
All right.
Yeah, but still, I can say it in English. I think better. When I get back to MSA and I invite this Tombong, now he is in US, and I said, Tombong, I saw Sana with a very nice car, like Ford salon car. Hope so he is not part of those vehicles that Hechi left behind when he was leaving to Dakar. He said to me, no. Yesterday, I heard he was going to General Basseng's vehicle compound and took vehicle from him. I think it's that very vehicle, black car Ford. And I said, yes, I saw a black car Ford with no number. Then this Tombong said to me, it's the very one. And I allowed him, I don't call him because I don't have his number. Until 2-3 days later, himself come to MSA with that very vehicle. When he come to MSA, because he said when he was driving, according to what he told me, he just hit whether a stone, whatever, the front wheel was noising. He brought those coalition boys to check it. And I tell the guys, wait, before you touch anything here, let me confirm from Sana. And I asked Sana, where do you get this vehicle in Wolof, local language? He said, no, I took it from General Basseng. And I said, wow. When you are going to General Basseng, whom do you inform? Do you inform Seriba? He said, no. And I said, what right do you have to go and pick vehicle from General Basseng? Anyway, he starts saying, how many they are using this vehicle and they are not in the service. And I said, are you in the service? Sana, you know that we are here. At the end of the day, the blame will come back to me. Can you park the vehicle?
Let me pause you there. How would the blame come back to you?
As far as we are at MSA for security, and Sana is
Was
going...
the vehicle at the MSA?
He was there with the vehicle.
No. He brought the vehicle for maintenance.
Okay.
Right? Correct?
Right.
The vehicle was not stationed at MSA.
Right.
The vehicle was in his custody, correct?
Right.
I don't have any other words to try and make this statement diplomatic, but it was simply none of your business. I'm trying to find the place where it is your authority kicks in and it's any of your business that Mr. Sana had a vehicle that he wasn't assigned to.
Yes.
I'm trying to get that portion. After your interaction, did you call Sediba by any chance?
I called Sediba. That's the person I was coming from.
Are you sure about this?
I'm 25,000% sure of it.
Okay, proceed.
When I called Sediba and I said to Sediba, these coalition boys, they start picking vehicles. Sediba asked me, who is this guy? And I said, Sana. He said to me, who is this Sana? And I described Sana. He said to me, ask him to park that vehicle there.
So just to reiterate, you called Sediba and you informed him that, of what Sana was doing, and you can't remember Sana's last name. Still.
No, I only know Sana, but I forgot about the last name.
Okay, you informed Sediba on that same day or the next day?
The very day he brought the car for maintenance.
While he was there.
While Sana was there.
And then what did Sediba say?
When Sediba asked me, which Sana is this, and I described Sana, he couldn't able to understand who is this person. And I explained this guy is, well, sorry, he asked me whether is he a staff member, and I said, no, he's not a staff member, he's with this coalition. He just asked me now, tell the PIU, let that vehicle go out, let them park that vehicle there.
So it is your testimony that those instructions came from Mr. Sediba?
To impound the vehicle, yes.
To you?
Because
right?
It's now we are reaching to the stage, yes. That's why we took the vehicle from Sana and then parked it to Kotu.
No, I understand. I want you to say yes or no.
Yes.
It is your evidence that the seizure of the vehicle was sanctioned by Sediba, right?
Yes.
And then you proceeded to seize the vehicle.
That very vehicle?
Yes.
Yes.
You seized it that day?
Yes, sir.
But you just informed us that that vehicle is still with the gentleman's wife.
I am coming to that. The vehicle, because the vehicle cannot be direct from Sana to this guy. The vehicle was impound at MSA.
Yes.
Until Jagne was appointed as a state guard commander.
Yes.
The same Sediba asked me to hand over that vehicle to Jagne. Jagne will give the vehicle to his wife to use it.
Okay. So it was, you were later instructed to give it to
Jagne.
Okay.
And the car is still there.
All right. So these are two vehicles that you have given to Jagne. One before your time in MSA and one during your time in MSA.
Exactly.
Correct?
Exactly.
Was there any sort of transfer done? Any documentation to that effect?
Transfer from who to who?
From yourself to Jagne.
That was not done. I don't write anything.
Why not? Because
I always receive a command from my senior guy who put me there to hand over the vehicle.
Who is your senior guy?
Sediba.
He put you there. We went through this already on the last date. I believe we established that Sediba did not even know of your going there until a certain day he visited MSA.
I don't understand.
I believe we established that it was not Sediba who put you at MSA. Didn't we do that?
Yes, we done with that.
Yes, but you just mentioned now that it is Sediba who put you there.
Yes, why I said Sediba gave me order to do that because of all vehicles.
No.
Then I don't understand the other question.
Who put you at MSA?
Who put me at MSA?
Yes.
It was, as I said to you, it was Dawda Ferreira, then Dawda Ferreira, Secretary General.
Yes.
Who asked me, can you go to court? And I said to him, I alone, I cannot do that.
Yes.
Unless when I inform my commander.
Yes.
Which is I did. Then he said to me, as far as those are government properties, I have no problem with that. But there's a time I went to Dawda Ferreira and I said, me alone, I cannot do that. He informed the this Dabo, Commissioner Dabo, to bring the PIU at Kotu. I was there with them. There's a time they attacked me, and I was saying this to my that statement. I was attached to Sediba because all those vehicles was invented by Sediba.
So you were attached to Sediba then?
To Sediba. This brings the attachment to Sediba. Because all
you're taking me back, but we have already established this. But I can give some chance to the members to ask you on this issue before I proceed.
Council, I think maybe it's time to help us here. Because since your first day, since you came here with regards to your attachment, and today also you are explaining to us on the same issue again. At first you say you were attached by Mr. Fadera to go to MSA. According to you, the command that you were given was from Mr. Jai, your immediate commander. Oh, they say I move it back. That's what they say. from Mr. Njai. And today, when you started with the issue of the same vehicle that when you saw the vehicle with Mr. Sana, you took it upon yourself to ask the collision boys where he got his vehicle from. And then from there, when Sana came and met you at MSA, you engaged Sana. That was the time you took the vehicle from Sana. Before taking the vehicle from Sana, did you engage with me? Did you engage Mr. Seriba?
That's what I'm telling you. I talked to Seriba pertaining to the vehicle. The time Seriba asked me, which this Sana is this? And I explained to Sana, he cannot try to understand which Sana is this. He asked me whether is it a serving member? And I said, no, he's not serving member. Is this coalition? He's a civilian. The time he asked the PIU, don't allow the vehicle to go out. That's the time we intercept the vehicle from Sana and pack it to MSA.
So, and you only spoke to Mr. Seriba when Sana was at MSA?
Yes.
Why didn't you inform him when you saw Sana with the vehicle? Why didn't you inform Seriba?
Because I was not fully sure whether it's a vehicle that Sana took from outside until the very day I heard from Sana.
But Mr. Jan, you say you saw Sana with the vehicle at the gas station.
Yes.
Then you called the collision boys, and they explained to you that this vehicle was with Mr. General Bassen or Captain Bassen?
No. I said when I was going to Kerava Avenue, I saw Sana parking at the gas station, buying gas. I U-turn and meet him at the gas station. And I asked Sana, someone to be nice today. He laughed.
And he said what?
He laughed. That's it. The time I took my vehicle, go to Kerava Avenue, what I was doing, I did and come back.
That, Mr. Jan, we are listening. When you approach Sana, you find him there and ask him something to be defended. Sana's response was what?
No, I'm not saying that. You don't understand. I said, Sana laugh. I took my car, go, and when I come back, I talked to Tombong. I talked to Tombong that I saw Sana with a car. No. Because Sana, I had the lesson where the fire security basin. I'm not saying Sana said it. That's why I Tombong.
He went the day you saw him with Sana. Best player is a vehicle that Sana. Best one the collision boys was in Bassen.
Man, you are bad to put. Man, Sana did the fire General Basin. And he might have the vehicle from General Basin.
Why do you
Mokowa, and the lights are come, and I come.
Okay, we need to interpret for the record. It's fine. Let the interpreter just interpret. Don't you want to put that on the record, your question? Yes, just ask it again in Wolof and the interpreter can.
Mr. Jan, the man like Moy. Being the latch in the vehicle be.
If you could just break, like, then yes.
No.
We can ask, but just section your words so that the interpreter can come in.
Being at the accident, gas station.
It's English.
He said, Sana told you that. You said to him that the vehicle he had was good, beautiful, nice looking. What was your reply?
Sana didn't respond, he just laughed. And I drive my vehicle, go to where I was heading to. When I come back to MSE, I said to Tombong, I saw Sana with a very nice car, Ford salon car.
Interpretation.
I
had one. Oh, okay, it's okay.
All right.
You know, the record needs to hear it as well. If please go ahead and interpret that.
Me,
He's speaking English.
Yes.
Okay, balance all of. What I mean, the more on this, and I say it's answering.
When he left Sana at the station, gas station. Yes.
So, my U-turn, my own vehicle, my fake Sana gas station.
You turned to find Sana at the gas station.
Man, Sana, why say to be nice, Nadi?
He said to Sana, the vehicle is looking nice.
So, Sana responded, no.
He didn't respond, but he just smiled.
No, like jealous of Madam Fimodon them Kerava Avenue, and I come back to MSA.
Then that's when you took your vehicle to go to Kairaba Avenue.
And I manual back to MSA.
We went back to MSA.
Sila like one of their coalition called Tombong, present he's in US. Naga mom US, right? Sorry.
Then he asked one of the coalition members called Tombo.
Sila kone, why this now son? I'm a very nice vehicle, salon car Ford black. Salon car Ford.
Then he told the man that he saw Sana with a Ford car.
Salon car.
The salon Ford car, yes.
Sila kone, mba neko si moto hechi by be more travel. You neka di use.
I hope it is not among the vehicles that the former president left that he is using.
Not former president. It is the president when he was going to Senegal. He left vehicle there.
The president, okay.
So, mune mane why they na demba sana. Mune man dafa dem si General Bassen because am na moto bu fa gis. Ala bu black man wa bu black.
Okay. You have to cut it. Then he said he was going to. He said he was going to.
Sila mo wane.
General Bassen.
Sana si bopam dafa wane dafa dem demo mune dafa dem si General
Sana
Bassen.
said he was going to General Bassen. Yes.
Wa sila ma la ci hala moto black la manako wa salon ka Ford black mo kon bobu si Bassen la ko jël.
Then he said it was the black Ford car.
Salon car.
Yes.
So after some days sana si bopam ñew ak dara benn vehicle at MSA.
Well, after some days, Sana went back to. I'm not hearing you.
Well, I went back to MSA with the very vehicle I was asking.
Sana went back to MSE with the same vehicle you were asking.
Sila lache sana moto bi fan nga ko jëlé.
Then you asked Sana where he got the vehicle.
Mu ne si General Bassen la jëlé moto bi.
Then he replied that he got the vehicle from General Bassen.
Mala ko ne kamala yoni pour dem jël moto fofu te yo xam nga ni.
He asked him who gave him the authority to go for that vehicle from that.
So sila start mu ne wa ñi dañoo jël moto yi di ko use te nekkuñ si nguur gi.
Now, did you understand that they were using vehicles and they were not engaged by the government?
Mala ko tamit yow nekkuloo si nguur gi yaa ngi ko use di so warloo ko use.
Then he said to Sana that he was using the vehicle and it's not part of the service, government service.
Then sila call Seydi Ba ma explain ko moto bi.
Then you called Seniba to explain to him the situation.
Mula jama ban sana ma explain ko sana why I want to understand ban sana la.
Then he did not understand which Sana it was.
So mula jama is it a serving member manako dede neko di serve ki soldat wal neko soldat.
Okay. The vehicle controller asked him if he's a service member and he said no.
Wa sila wax PIA kon bu moto bi génn paak ko mu ne ma jaañ moto bi bu mu génn paak ko foofu noonu su ma ñëwee ma confirm.
Then he gave orders to the PIU that the vehicle should not leave the ground.
Thank you, Lucas. Bona limaro am na ko si Mr. Jagne. Ma question si Mr. Jagne moy ne kañ nga inform Seydi Ba. Mu ma wone wen gis na ñëwé
si MSA.
Waaw. Sa inform Seydi Ba mo xamone na ne moto bi mu yëg ko si General Bassen. Pour ak yow moom ndax bi mu ko yëgee yëgal ko Seydi.
I was not too sure because dégguma ko si loxo si gémmiñu sànn dama ko dégg from hearsay.
Anyway, carry on.
Okay, let me shake things up a bit, Sergeant. After the SG, the late Dauda Fadera, had instructed you to go, and you had also gotten a corroboration of those instructions from your commander, you went on to go to MSA, right?
Yes, please.
What?
Sorry. Say it again.
Once your commander had approved Dauda Fadera's instructions,
yes,
you proceeded to MSA.
Exactly.
With immediate effect.
Exactly.
Do you remember when that was?
I cannot.
2016, 2017?
I don't want to predict until lie. To be frank, I cannot recall.
You cannot recall?
To be frank. But I know from that time, that's the time I shift to Kotu and then, okay, sorry.
No, you can proceed.
Okay, there's time I shift to Kotu together with the PIUs. There are 6 by personnel, as I said, 4 at the gate, 2 within inside the premises together with myself. At the time Sediba come. And then he said to us, be careful of all these items because all items been invented and I have the inventory. So don't allow anything to go out, neither whatever. That's why.
Who told you that? Sediba?
Sediba himself.
All right, from there, was there any form of inventory or handing over note given to you when you went to MSA?
I think if at all there's any handing over inventory or whatever should be given to Commissioner Dow, because he was the very guy who took over as a security, as a commandant together with the PIU. I was just there because of the eye of Sediba for security those vehicles under Sediba.
You know, Sergeant Jan, our testimony, you and I need to agree on certain facts. And when we agree on those facts, I don't wish for you to go back to those facts and put your own narrative on it. A fact we have already established is that you were never Sediba's eyes. In fact, you never worked with Sediba, ever. We already established that on another sitting.
I don't understand. I never worked with Sediba before or now.
Before,
when you asked me last time, and I said before this this regime, I was working with him indirectly.
You informed the committee that you were working with when you went to State House, you were working under the Vehicle Controller's office. After severe conversation with myself and you, we clarified that in fact you never reported to Sediba, you reported to the State Guard Command. Correct? At the State Guard's Command, you abandoned the State Guard's Command, you went to Brufut. At some point in Brufut, you abandoned Brufut and went to MSA. But at least for MSA, it was because of your self-appointing of tasks that got to the higher-ups. And the higher-ups thought, since he's proactive about MSA, let's hand him MSA. Isn't that how it went?
I agree with you.
And then that is the point you had interaction with Sediba. But it is not that Sediba instructed you to go to the MSA. You are not his ears or his eyes. In fact, you were the one in charge at MSA. Isn't that true? MSA was under State Guard control. Okay. You were supplemented with PRU officers for security.
Exactly.
We established that, right?
Exactly.
But MSA was effectively under State Guard control, and you were the State Guard.
But by then, they don't hand over State Guard to me. They hand over to the Commissioner Dabo because he was the commissioner, because of whatever any vehicle should go out, that order should come from Commissioner Dabo. Any vehicle go in, that order should come from Commissioner Dabo. Then I cannot say I was the guy in charge then.
So what was your role then, vis-a-vis Commissioner Dabo? Was Commissioner Dabo stationed at MSA?
He was not stationed there, but he was having personnel working there.
Personnel working there, but who was directing those personnel at MSA?
He was the very guy directing them, because we can't do anything without him.
That is not possible. You don't get your command. You know, the thing that is irritating me is that
you use another language and then ask me, because I don't understand your language.
We've been through this already. This one we've thread this.
But I don't understand.
Okay.
Use another language.
Use again.
Okay, fine.
If the interpreter could assist here.
Okay, because I don't understand your other language.
Isn't it a fact, interpreter? Wolof. Which, perhaps let me not impose a language on you. Which language do you wish for?
Anywhere.
No, which one do you prefer?
Well, Olaf.
Olaf, please. That once the SG at the time, Dauda Fadera,
Dauda Fadera,
when he assigned you to go to MSA, it's very difficult. I was about to speak Wolof myself, so I can really understand your pressure. Just take your time. It should be fine.
pour nga dem MSA liggéey foofu posting.
You informed him that you cannot do the work alone.
Yëgal nga ko ne doo mun a def liggéey bi yow kenn.
And at that point, he then brought in the PIU.
Then si jamono boobu mu indi PIU.
Again, the context is that you informed him you could not do it alone, so he gave you company through the PIU.
Ba tey yëgal nga ko ne doo mun a def liggéey bi yow kenn soo mu jox la PIU pour ñu mun laa gunge si liggéey bi.
I mean, he could have asked the state guard to go with you, but that is an executive decision that, you know, that is his prerogative. Instead of the state guard, he asked for a supplement of PIU officers.
Waroon na laaj state guard waaye yow danga laajte PIU pour ñu dimbali.
But at no point did the late Dauda Fadera appoint any Dabo, anybody from the PIU to take control of the MSA.
Ne mun naa yëgal ne Dauda Fadera musta jël kenn si PIU bi pour ñu mun a amee oto yi foofu.
To control MSA.
Control leen.
Yes.
Waaw amen.
That responsibility was given to you.
Liggéey boobu yow lañ ko jox pour mu nekk sa responsibility.
Is that true or false?
Loolu dëgg la ndax du dëgg.
So, responsibility George Moko, it was with the PIU, that is Commissioner Davo. Because I was a junior person, the moment I take over the senior Masahia, Neko man in charge.
No, because of his rank, he was not willing to take up that rank, and he has never accepted any rank given to him by Fadera.
Who is the MSA generally, naturally under, security-wise?
Lana MSJ, si anambobu.
Dego man.
Lana MSA si anambobu nono. Nga don. Wow.
Lan moy MSA anambobu comme.
Let me ask it again.
Kan la nekk.
Understand my question.
Who provided security for MSA?
Is the PIU.
Not after before you're going to MSA. Who provided security for MSA?
Before going there was no security. Can you go for?
Are you sticking by that testimony? Do you know that as a matter of fact, or you're just speculating?
Time being done, there was no security at MSA.
We are skipping the interpretation.
I don't understand. Okay.
Interpret, please, that whether the witness wants to stick by his evidence that there was no security at MSA.
Mu la laaj ndax li nga wax ni foofu nga bëgg a taxaw ne security amoton MST.
Si ban time la time bi fa demee o balen fa dem.
He's asking which time
before you were sorry my apologies.
Ne bala nga dem foofu.
No, you can interpret first. I interjected. My apologies. I need to interpret what he
before
said.
Li ma laajte mooy bala ma fa dem la ma laajte ne am na security wala bi ma fa demee bee pare.
The witness is asking, he wants to know whether at the time he was there that there was no security or before he was there.
Okay. It is clear that you're the interpreter. You don't need to say that the witness is asking because you're the conduit. It's only through us that you speak. So okay, but when you were going from Yundum Barracks, who did you find as security at MSA?
Should I interpret that? Mone binga dem. Can you repeat yourself again, please?
While you were stationed at Yundum Barracks, your testimony is that you frequented MSA.
Mune ako kabiri be mune binga ne ke Yundum Barracks. Sa dem bi MSA hawan na sakan. Dan fadan dem tusu always.
Now, during that time, which force was manning the MSA?
Ne time bobu nonu ban soldat or security forces ñoo fa nekk di garde foofu.
li ma si xam mooy
What he knows,
man time bu ma faa dem
when he was going there,
gisuma fa any security.
there was no security.
li ma fa gis mooy su fekkee ne moto former président bi dafa nekk.
Sorry?
li ma fa gis mooy su fekkee ne former président bi moto mi dañ dem pour service.
What he knows about when the former president's vehicles go for service,
because lii dama xam loolu dama am ñaari occasion yoo xam ne tombé naa fa gars yi ñu ngi ñëw service.
on 2 occasions he found those people went there for service.
si laa dee gis soldat yi si biir camp bi waaye comme security man musuma ko bàyyi xel. woo ma amul de bot man musuma ko gis.
It was then that he saw security on the ground, but he never saw any other security apart from that situation.
Okay, indulge me here. What is the role of the State Guards forces?
Lanai liggéey
State Guard.
state guard si state guard forces lanai seen liggéey.
am nga last time waxoon nañ ko fii mu foog ne maa ngi hide bugguma wax waaye am na yu bari su ma ko xamutee du ma ko mën a answer because soo ma laajtee la ma xaw ma ko may prix dafa foog ne am na lu ma hide waaye loolu man xaw ma lu mën si loolu.
He's saying last time when he was asked, he doesn't want you to allude that he is hiding something from the commission. Go ahead.
Well, because mi ngi laajte lan mooy rôle yi state guard.
Wow.
loolu laa explain ma ne leen last time laal nañ fa boobu noonu. mu foog ne am hiding something. waaye understand ma that question lu mean si lan mooy rôle yi state guard. Well, understand.
Okay, let me cut it short. Last time when we had that, your last testimony or the last date you appeared, when we had that discussion, what we agreed is that the State Guard, they protect the president, his family, and his property, his or her property. Correct? Correct?
Yes.
Is there any other thing that you want to add there?
No.
Okay. So now, if that is the case, it is most, and also I want to also put it to you that this is a fact I'm putting to you that most of the mechanics by the time you were just assuming at MSA were actually army officials. Correct or not?
Don't go about transfer or I don't understand. So are you going to say
you can speak in English. You understood it.
You say what?
At the time you were, or do you want it to be translated? If you wish for it to be translated.
Yeah, let him translate it because
okay, that's fine.
This language is bringing barrier between me and you, which is I don't want.
Okay, that's fine. So my question is, at the time you were told to move to MSA. By Dawda Fadera.
Si Batu Dawda Fadera.
And even when you frequently visited MSA whilst you were at Yundum Barracks.
Time bo hamne yange dem tusu si barracks bi.
It is clear that the mechanics.
Leer na len mechanic bi.
Mechanics.
The mechanic. Fita bi.
Peter E.
French. Yes.
They were army officials.
Fita E army officers lañ won.
It was a trend at MSA to recruit army personnel.
Bobu dafa nekk si anami MSA ñu dugal recruit army officers yi di leen di dugal foofu pour ñu liggéey.
Yes or no?
Lolo amnanda amut.
Mooy li ma la wax man MSA before lu ma si wax dama laa fenal because of I was not there te xaw ma son lan la gaa doon liggéey ak naka gaa doon liggéeyee whatever lu ma la wax foofu dama laa fenal te bu ma laa fenal before mënu ma la wax dara si MSA.
Okay, that's fine. I will allow us to move on. I'm sure the members will pick up the fight. Now, the day you went, yes, Honorable Chair, your mic. Your mic. It is not clear, Honorable, but we will circle back always.
No, you know, the statement is here. So what he said in the statement, in 2019.
He departed from that position in the last session.
So, but how can you put something on paper and then you depart from it?
Well, he
I put it from what you put on paper.
What comme lan laa fa wax understand ma point boobu noonu na ma ko read ma dégg.
You are the one who put the statement.
Waaw.
Are you standing by this statement or you are departing from this and coming up with another story?
Whatever lu fa nekk maa ko wax.
If at all your conversation will be from English to Wolof, then the interpreter needs to be given.
Because I don't want.
That's fine. That's
exactly,
fine.
which is
That's
I'm
fine. Speak in the
also
language
avoiding.
that you're comfortable
Yeah,
with. I'm just saying,
avoiding.
interpreter needs to come in.
What we're going to agree now is to make the progressive hearing is to completely allow to exhaust your questions and all my colleagues to take a note of all issue that comes to their mind. So when we are done, as we work through it, then we'll play our turn and then we will clarifications.
Very well. Very well. All right. So you got to MSA, and it was Mr. Siaka Jagne who was in charge, right?
Yes.
Did he give you any documents?
No.
Did he show you around?
No. Sorry.
Whether he showed you around?
I think let's try to let him use it on Wolof. I don't want.
That's fine.
Yeah, because
That's fine.
I'm overlap.
When you got to the MSA
Mane binga deme MSA.
to report on your first day,
Binga deme report sisa bes bunjika bi pour liggéey fofu.
were you given any documents by Mr. Siaka Jagne who you found there?
Ndax jox nañ la Siaka Jammeh jox na la kayit ki nga fa fekk jox na la any kayit boo xam ne wone na la ne foofu nga war a liggéey.
David.
No, I did not say that latter part. My
jox na la any kayit
document.
David.
All right.
waaw.
Did he show you around the premises?
te bi nga demee foofu jël na la yóbbu la wone na la si biir liggéey place yi MSA liggéeykaay bi.
David.
No.
Did anybody give you any sort of induction or introduction to the place?
ndax nit yóbbu na la o nit téye na la di la yóbbu di la wone si biir place bi ne yow foofu nga dem nekka léegi foofu.
waaw mooy li ma la wax rek may leen ne Seydi Ba moo fa ñëw moo ma doon won place yi comme fii moto yaa jame yi nekka ak moto yi nga xam ne government vehicles la ak fi tractor yi nekka si lañ dem round mu maa woon moto yi naka lañ leen paake.
Okay. It was Seneba who took him around to show him where the vehicles are and how they were there.
So it was only Sediba. And did Sediba come on the day you reported?
Seneba ñëwoon na foofu de bi nga demee foofu pour commencer foofu liggéey. MSA.
su ma fàttewutee
bés
ñëwul
bi nga fa demee ndax Seneba ñëwoon na bés boobu.
su ma fàttewutee ñëwul bés boobu de.
He didn't appear.
foog naa ne 1 week after si la fa ñëw pour wàññi place bi man ak PIU.
Seniba appeared 1 week after he went to MSA.
So 1 week after. So after, did anybody tell you what your role was actually?
That ken wax na la ne yow li nga wara def fofu nonu mu leer ci yow.
Man li ma Seniba wax moy
What Seniba told him was
bima joxe category of bima wone moto yi be won ma moto fi ya jame mu government ak tractor yi li ma wax moy da ngeen fay nekk ngeen take care bagage because Jagne commission dañ ko wara hand over inventory because dafa wara isi evaluate.
Okay. He said when he went there and Seniba came, the vehicle controller identified to him vehicles that belonged to the former president, government vehicles and tractors, and advised them to take care of them because the Jagne Commission should be given inventories of those vehicles at MSA.
Okay, so from what I've heard, it seems as if on your first day you reported and you just sat down. That's all you did, correct?
MSA sa bes bu njëkk bi da nga dem rek toog. Waaw déggalanda déggal.
So you were not given any documents to show you what assets or what vehicles were on the ground in the compound?
Mu ne joxuñ la benn kayit wone ne moto yi ñoo nekk si biir MSA foofu.
Déedéet jox ma benn kayit dañ ma brief rek waa jox ma kayit.
They didn't do any of such.
And the brief, when you say they briefed me, actually, can you interpret that to the length of it? Because he said they did not say anything, but they just briefed.
Ne bi nga demee liggéey foofu noonu first day bi dañ la brief on dañ la yëgal.
No, it's fine. What the witness said is that he was just briefed. He was not given any documentation.
Yeah.
All right. And when you say you were just briefed, do you mean that conversation you had with Seniba? Is that what you're referring to as the briefing?
Ne sa wax bi ak Seniba moom loolu rek a nekk loo xam ne yow wax nga nit koo xam ne mun na la wane na la place boobu noonu ak li nga dem.
Wow.
Said yes.
Okay, I would just ask that perhaps if you could, if the interpreter could just speak to the mic a bit louder. The technical team would wish that your voice is a bit more audible.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice. All right.
What was the state of MSA when you first assumed responsibility?
MSA naka la meloon bi nga demee foofu sa bés bu njëkk bi.
Anyway, bari na moto, bari na tractors, bari na bagage si biir.
There are a lot of vehicles and tractors and a lot of other implements.
There were some reports of unauthorized entries. How were they addressed?
Mu ne amoon na jotoon nañ si xibaar yoo xam ne si biir MSA dafa am ñoo xam ne dañ fa dee mën a dugg te joxuñ leen kaddu pour ñu dugg fa.
Dañ fa dee mën a dugg si ban fànn understand ma foofu.
Dañ fa dee dugg MSA foofu ay nit ñoo xam ne nañ fa dugg dañ fa dee dugg te amuñ autorité.
Ay nit ñoo jógee si biti pour dugg fa wala sorry. Ay nit ñoo jógee si biti pour dugg fa wala dafa am ñu ñëw foofu pour yaaxa because of sisma testimony sisma statement maa ngi binda ma ne time boobu nit ñi dañ fa daan dugga pour yaaxa lii moo ñu waran pour ñu dem fa pour safeguard how ma ne point boobu wax I don't know.
He said from his initial statement there were people who were going there to cause destruction. he wants clarification. If you are referring to that situation, then.
Yes.
Mu ne waaw.
waa loolu am na.
That was happening.
loolu moo tax ñu dem fa ak PIA pour sécuriser place bi.
That was why they went there with the PIU to secure the place.
So my question is how it was addressed.
How?
There was insecurity in the compound. How was that insecurity addressed, apart from the deployment of himself and the PIU officers? How did they address that insecurity issue?
Ñaaka security boobu na ngeen ko defee ak na ngeen ko xeexee ba mu mën a jéena foofu.
ñaaka sécurité bi fa nekkoon.
foofu amoon na insecurity foofu amutoon security boo xam ne taxawoon na.
man bi ma faa dem gisuma fa sécurité.
gisuloo fa sécurité.
gisuma fa sécurité.
ban anam ak ban doole ngeen mën a use jamono boobu
Sir,
noonu.
excuse me, Mr. Interpreter. I don't do it. Anyway, let me ask the question in a very simple light. Where were the PIU stationed?
ne PIU bi fan lañ nekkoon.
time bi fa nekkoon foo ñi si bunta bi ñaar ñi si biir.
When he was there, 4 was at the door, 2 were inside.
ak man suma boobu.
That's also.
ak man suma boobu.
Ak yow.
waa si biir waaw.
Plus himself.
Were there any other officers from the army?
ndax foofu amoon na yeneen liggéeykat yoo xam ne si soldat yi lañ jógee woon.
comme pour sécurité bi wala.
ñoo xam ne ñëw nañ foofu di fa liggéey ak yow.
sécurité bi.
waaw.
boobu li ma wane réalise man maa fa nekkoon ak wiye suso.
ak
wiye suso one auto suso. wiye suso.
wiye so.
wiye suso. wiye suso is a serving member.
wiye suso moom fan laa liggéey. soldat la ndax
soldat la mi ngi séerans ba léegi. ñu ñoo fa nekkoon waaye moom nekko foon frequently. dafa ñëw di dem. at times su ñëwee complete 1 week, at times du ñëw for 2 days, 3 days.
He was there with V.A. Suso, but he was not very frequent. He was going and coming from time to time.
But Mr. Suso was also attached to the MSA.
Mr. Suso tam MSA lañ ko attached on foofu. Yes.
Was it Lamin Suso?
Lamin V. Suso, right.
Okay.
Sorry, you have to...
Please interpret that.
Sorry, I'm Nyari Suso.
I said, was it Lamin Suso?
You have two Lamin Suso. I refer you.
You have to wait for the interpretation.
Okay.
Was it Lamin Suso?
Lamin Suso la woon.
Lola dafa am ñaari Lamin Suso bu fa nekkoon kenn ki Lamin Suso soldat la kenn ki Lamin Suso civilian la moom xamu ba Lamin Suso la moo laajte.
There were 2 Lamin Susos. One was a security and the other one was a civilian.
Waaye man ki ma fa nekkaloon soldat la mooy Lamin Suso mooy Lamin Suso soldat.
The Lamin Suso he was with was a soldier.
Was it only the 2 of you that were soldiers at the time?
Yes, only 2 of them were soldiers.
And the PIU were under your command?
PIU is a command.
Yeah, mun ñu nekk si suma command because of same commissioner Bangfa because du ma def dara without ñu wax ak command ñu wax ak PIU bi so ñoom du ma nekk si suma under.
PIU were not under his command, they were under the command of their commander. And they would only talk to their commander to communicate with his officers. They were not under his command.
Between yourself and Lamin Suso, who was the senior?
Mune yow ya Lamin Suso kana nekon boss.
More senior.
More less senior. Lamin is more senior than him.
And was Mr. Dabo stationed at the MSA?
And then Mr. Dabo MSA Lenko station, no?
There is.
No?
Did you and Mr. Susu have to get back to your commander, Mr. Seth Njai, for any decision you needed to take?
Yoya Suso dangena wahaten commander
Seth Njai.
Seth Njai balangena muna gel any decision
At MSA.
at MSA plus before.
They won't see more gel command because without a fact estafula.
Ngane?
Mane didn't they see more explain or gel see more command.
They don't go to either take command from him.
The one Lulu Moy,
Mr. Dawa.
already this commissioner Dawa is a commissioner. Then Seriba also senior man. Let nyom take over Kutu. Nin then for neka as security. Then the premise is okay. One. Lima explain more.
Interpret that. Interpret that. I think the best model is whatever he says, just say it the way he said it. Don't narrate. Just verbatim, whatever he says.
All right.
Lima wa moy.
What I'm saying is, take that.
What he is saying is,
not what he's saying, what I am saying.
What I am
so just say
saying is,
exactly what he says, so that we move faster. We need to move faster.
what I am saying,
Dundan them the report see soon commander be.
they don't take orders. We don't take orders from the commanders.
Because because moy MSA then ko johan Dabo mo na kon directly in charge. You then find as a security.
MSA was given directly to Dabo, and you were there to assist him.
You then find ak PIE pour security because you get ak lu duga momo ko decide.
We were there with PIU, and all security decisions comes from Dabo.
Mota lu neka Dabo len de waxal mom moy joxe order bayle moto bi jëlé moto bi ni.
That's why we talked to Dabo to give us directives as to which vehicle to take or what to do.
So then that means Mr. Dabo had the inventory.
So dafa melni Mr. Dabo mo amé kayti wo xamné mo varam faté moto yi nek fofu.
Bobu len fo nga mo Mr. Dabo ci bobu moko mëna answer because man definitely la ci moko inventory bi xamanta mi ko amé.
It's only Mr. Dabo who can answer that because I have never asked him about that.
The reason I ask is because you are trying to run away from responsibility.
So you say moy la laajte lolu dafa melni yow yangé daw sa warugal.
Oko man mané duma mësa daw sama warugal. Lima xam lay wax, lima fa def lay wax.
I'm not running away from my responsibility. What I know is what I am explaining.
And what you already explained to the committee before is that you were given control of MSA. And you asked that you could not do it alone. And you were assigned PIU officers.
Commission
Not commission, SG.
SG moy yow kena mun lo fa neka nga muna liggéey fo ñu dimbali la indi keneen foofu noonu pour nga mun a liggéey ak moom.
Because ma ne place bi dafa rëy pour man kenn te suma rang bi mayut ma jël place boobu yëpp man kenn. So dafa am pour ko dégg mu essayé.
The area was too large for himself alone. That is why he requested for an additional person to work with him.
And that request was granted, correct?
You know, so like the bow no Johan Nenko. Number one nation.
Like to be Johan Nenko in the sense, Nyom be more than your legacy is more under because of Nyoma senior. Silen you take charge. Man liga nyom hand in glove, come as a serviceman to serviceman. Why our neko ne man in charge code.
They were, they agreed to the request because those whom he requested from cannot work with him because they are above in rank. That was why somebody was brought in for him to work with. And the place is very large, why he made the request.
Because,
Okay.
because that was my responsibility. Because time was so many the major kutu, and by then I was a corporal, so I'm just going to put myself in a heavy job. Mota mane ko man kena dimo kuma def, so mu decide put easy PIU the senior man maliga nyom on the ground put secure place.
So at that time, he made a request. He was also going to Kotu, and the MSA area was just too large for a single person to handle. And because they are senior personnel in the army, they had to bring somebody that he could work with, because then he was only a corporal.
Sergeant Jagne, you are taking the committee, with all due respect to you, you're taking the committee around and round and round. We have been through this issue before, where you tried to estimate your rank vis-a-vis a civilian's rank. And I said you cannot equate the two, because you are in different regiments, right? You are in different regimes. Just like you cannot equate yourself and the PIU because you are in different regimes, with all due respect, Sergeant Jagne. Right? Your regime in the army and the regime in the PIU are different. Your trainings are different. So you cannot tell this committee that they were your seniors. What we have established, and Honorable Chair, if I'm going to renege and just go back to an engagement in English so that we can make progress. Where there is confusion, we can go back to the local language. But for now, let's interact in English. You cannot tell us that. You cannot go on and tell this committee that they were your seniors when they are of a different regiment. We've been through this, and you accepted. Now you want to take us back. And I find it very distasteful on your part. It is something that we have established already, you and I, alongside the committee, that it is the State Guard who protects the assets of the president, right? Now here, when you took control of the MSA, you yourself told us the assets of the president were on the ground.
Yes.
Right?
Which is right.
And that's why the State Guard were deployed. But to say that you were not in charge, it was the PIU in charge, is misleading this committee. Isn't that so?
Okay, can I come in?
Please do.
Why I say I am not in charge, that's why I said to you, let's use the language I can say better. Because if I say I'm in charge, which means all those PIU and everything was directly under me. So I was the guy who will say yes, yes, no, no. Why that wasn't happening there? Because whatever I was supposed to do, I have to liaise with those PIU, be with me, and then they can liaise with the Commissioner Adama. The Commissioner will give go ahead. So automatically I cannot say I was the guy in charge. Number two, I should say I'm military personnel. These people are police or whatever. But I think we are all working under command. As you can see right now, State Guard, you have a State Guard commander, it's a military. But the TYC is a police. But he's taking command from the commander.
Let me ask you a question. Where was Commissioner Adama?
He was at PIU at Carnegie.
At PIU at Carnegie. Where was Adama Jagne?
I was at MSC.
At MSC. Who was manning the office of the custodian of MSC?
I was not obviously. We are all sitting on the run at this thing, at the ship.
So whose office was that?
It was Mr. Jai who have office with laptop with everything. How to call it? Those guys who came to do the evaluators.
Siaka Jammeh?
No, the evaluators people, that is Mr. Jai and Tafa and others.
Yes.
But me, I also have office there.
So,
though I was stationed, to be frank, in the morning I come there. After closing, I close. I was frequently going there.
And who are you reporting to?
Okay. I was not report, come like, when I go to court every day,
Yes.
I don't report to nobody at court, unless the guard I meet there.
Because you are the person they report to.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
I accept. Thank you.
Please, if we have to do this again, I promise you all gloves are off. If you have to take me through this again, I promise you I will put you to task.
With due respect, with due respect, that's why I said let's use the language that I can hear.
Yes, but we just established in the language apparently you cannot hear.
Yeah.
We are using the language you can hear. You are taking me through.
But you are bringing me back.
Forest.
And as I said to you, I don't want you think I'm disrespecting you or.
It's fine. I
know.
know.
I'm hiding. I'm not the kind of person.
Yes.
I always give.
Well, I don't think that you are disrespectful. I think you are very respectful, but I do believe you are hiding. Yes. Yes.
But
no.
Hiding doesn't even.
Counsel.
So of me.
Please.
Counsel, I think Mr. Jagne has to be very clear here. When it comes to certain issues, Jagne will take the responsibility. Jagne has never taken command from Mr. Dabo. According to him, when the issue of Sana came, Jagne called who? Senior. When Dabo was there. So Jagne was operating as a senior guy on the ground. And this thing need to be very clear.
Okay, then I will senior man. I accept. I will senior man.
Are you accepting because council and honorable member for Joshua have twisted your arms, or are you accepting?
No, there's nobody who forced me here.
This is your evidence.
There's nobody who forced me. They don't put rifle on my head. Because one thing I just avoid, because you will start thinking I'm posing you or I'm hiding something or I disrespect you. No. But I will take full responsibility of that. I was a senior man.
And was that the fact?
And that's the fact. Nothing but not the fact.
All right. Thank you. Please explain your role as the officer in charge at MSC.
My role there is to secure the premises. The same time, when I was there, until JANNEH Commission bring this evaluation team, they also give us tax to join the evaluation team. Can I come?
Proceed.
Okay. To join the evaluation team, myself and Nuha Job and Suso, there's another Dabo also, different from this commissioner Dabo. I cannot name all of them. We start working with those evaluators until we happen to go to worldwide.
For now, let's stick to your general role. You said to secure the premises. Like, how do you go about doing that? Of course, you have mentioned that you have programmed 4 PIU at the gate and 4
2 inside with myself.
So those are 6
yeah,
PIU
plus myself makes
yourself
7.
And any other state guard
and Suso.
So that's 8 of
one
you.
of the class 1.
All right. That was your role, okay?
Yeah.
And of course, you had explained to the committee that you were put in MSA in the first place because of the unauthorized entries. People were going into MSA and stealing parts. People were going into MSA and they are not authorized to be there, correct?
Yes.
And you came to bring sanity, to bring some control
exactly
in the movements in MSA, correct?
All right.
Now, once you had taken control, did any other incidents of unauthorized entry happen?
During my time, I couldn't realize.
You did not realize it?
No.
Is that a no, or you did not
No.
realize it?
Because I don't hear it, because they don't report anything of me.
Who did not report anything to you?
The guy normally spent that day, because I never had anything being missing there.
So what about during the day? Were there any unauthorized?
During the day, I normally be with them after 4 o'clock, 5, I go home.
Okay. Let's get a feel of how MSA is. When at the time especially, when you're coming into MSA as an official of the government, you come with your car. Is there a logbook or a register at the gate?
There was no logbook rather.
There was no logbook. There was no book that you write that such and such a person has entered.
That never happened.
And they left with something. Okay, so you did
sorry, that one, can I come?
Of course.
Okay. That one, if, like for example, if when Siaka was leaving, you know, that come like when you have a garage, your friend or your relative, they normally bring their vehicle to you to support them. And when Siaka was leaving, those kind of vehicle was there. Somebody's property, why they are not a government property. If the ownership come and claim that I have a vehicle here, we know ask you, do you have documented the vehicle? You say yes. We refer you to Commissioner Dabo. You took the document to Commissioner Dabo, he will confirm where the vehicle belongs to you. If he confirms yes.
But how will Commissioner Dabo do that? Okay, just go on with your procedure. Sorry, my apologies.
Like if somebody come and like for example say Malma Mutubini, we ask you the Amo Kreti Mutubi. They say yes. And then there's a time we call Commissioner Dabo and refer the person to Commissioner Dabo. Commissioner Dabo will come across it. Then if it's Kokomom, he will just call us and say, okay, is it on a release it? There's a time we will tend to release the vehicle. But if not, nothing go out. But there was no lock seat or book or whatever.
Okay, so why did you in particular need to call Commissioner Dabo for decisions?
You know, as I was saying, if I repeat the same thing, you think then I'm just obeying you also.
No, I don't want you to obey me. I want you to give us facts.
Yeah, but
you are the commanding officer, right? Of course, there is another officer who has deployed his officers, who has deployed his own officers there, and perhaps for coordination purposes, they need to get approval from their superior who took them there, yes. Right? But my question is with regards to yourself. Why would you be liaising with Commissioner Dabo?
Well,
one thing we have gotten on the record, you agreed and I agreed, that the PLU, their role was security. The Office of the Vehicle Controller, their role was inventory. We clarified that.
Yes.
So why are you calling Commissioner Dabo for matters of inventory?
No, those are not a government inventory. Individual vehicle, I mean. I'm not saying the government vehicle or Yaji's vehicle.
Yes.
Individual that who took their vehicle to be maintenance before we reach there. When this change region happened, some people already Siaka left. They come to their own personal vehicle to pick. But we don't trust whether they are the owner or not. And as far as it's the guy who brings this security personnel, I have to inform him to confirm. Because having been it was concerned about government vehicle or Yaji's vehicle, I could have informed Sediba. But as far as it's a personal thing, different from Yaji's property or government property, and then they are the security automatically mounted on the ground. They have to inform their commander, and then we refer the guy to the commander to confirm whether it's the owner or not. This is why I am listening with them.
But why would the commander know? How would the commander know?
Which commander?
The commander that you're asking. Commander Dabo.
Don't know what. No, I mean, you don't understand.
You know, I don't understand because you're trying to confuse us.
I don't like. Okay, for example, President, I'm in court. Right now, I'm the guy in charge as of now, and I have my mechanics there. I'm a friend to you or whatever to you. Your vehicle has a problem. You bring it to me, and you know your vehicle is not a government vehicle. It's your personal one.
And you know it too.
Thank you.
And you will still accept it.
Thank you. Then when you bring it,
by the way, you should not thank me for that.
Okay, then sorry for that.
Yeah.
So what I mean is, I don't understand.
I understand what you mean. What you are saying, correct me if I'm wrong. What you're saying is that this was not an issue of whether they are government vehicles or they are private vehicles. It was clear that they were private vehicles. What was not clear is who owns them, who brought them there.
Exactly.
But what is clear is that they were all brought under Janne's tenure.
Exactly.
That is Siaka Janne.
Exactly.
Correct?
Exactly.
Now, when people come and claim that they have such and such a car here, you confirm with Commissioner Dabo before you release the vehicle.
Right.
My question is, why Commissioner Dabo?
Why Commissioner? Because he was the very guy who brought this securities there to security premises. To my own knowledge, then he's the very guy whom I should inform to clarify. That's my own point of view.
Do you, I want to just put to you whether your own point of view, does it make sense to you? Because you're asking us to take your point of view. Does it make sense to you? And if it does make sense to you, please, can you rationalize it for us?
But just as I said to you, hadn't been it was like it was a government vehicle or Yajime vehicle or any vehicle concerned about anything.
You would have called Sediba.
I would have called Sediba.
I understand. I'm not saying that you should have called Sediba. I'm saying, why did you call Commissioner Dabo?
I called Commissioner Dabo because
Commissioner Dabo know the individuals who brought their vehicle.
But because of the document, when I asked whether you have document, he says, I have the vehicle document.
Yes.
And then by the time the PM will call the commissioner, then the commissioner will ask the person to go to his office with the document. So after confirming,
the commissioner appoint you? Is it Commissioner Dabo who appointed you there?
It doesn't.
Somebody superior to Commissioner Dabo in public service appointed him, right? Correct?
Right.
That's just like they appointed you.
Yes.
And in fact, they appointed him, not him, sorry. They instructed him to appoint personnel to assist you. So I don't see why instructions are being sought from Commissioner Dabo in the first place. In the second place, I don't see why instructions of this nature are being sought from Commissioner Dabo, because Commissioner Dabo would not know who the owners of the vehicle are.
I get you clear now, because before, if such a thing happened, I informed Dauda. But Dauda said to me, whatever concern about security, lives with Commissioner Dabo. This one I need to talk to Dabo.
Who told you to liaise with Commissioner Dabo?
If such a thing happened, I was calling Dauda for that to inform him this is the situation. Because there, I can record 2 people come there with their document, and I refuse. But I said, let me inform this thing. Dauda for that, these civilians, they are coming for their vehicle. He said to me, issue like that, liaise with the security, that is Commissioner Dabo. Whatever advice he give it to you, do that. This one I call Dabo.
Okay, it seems like the point is lost, so we'll move on from it. I would ask the Secretariat to show you a document. Secretariat, if you could show the witness the letter of the 20th day of November 2017. It is part of the document submitted by Mrs. Ami Bensouda in the first set, the one that says documents 1 to 8 in brackets 1, 17.
Sorry. Sorry, a minute. I don't.
Is the document before you, Sergeant? Sergeant Jan, is the document before you? Your mic, please. Put it on. You can see the document?
Yes, it's me here.
You know where this document emanated from?
No, I don't know.
Can you read the heading?
I cannot read. That's why I asked him to read it for me.
Sorry?
I cannot read. That's why I asked him to read it for me.
Okay. But you can write?
No.
So you cannot read and you cannot write?
No.
Okay, before you show him, hold on, Secretary, before you show the document. When you are endorsing documents, do you sign or do you thumbprint?
I temporary.
You thumbprint?
Yep.
Okay. Please show him the document. Do you recognize that document? That is the document that they have put before you, not any other document. You're not allowed to flip.
No, I cannot recall.
You cannot. You don't know that document.
I cannot recall.
All right.
Unless they read it for me.
Unless they read it for you. Okay, I will do you the honors. We are friends now, so I'll read it for you. If I can get that document back. You were shown the document. Did you say you cannot recall the document or you cannot recognize it?
I cannot recognize it.
You don't recognize it?
You read it for me. Let me hear.
You didn't recognize anything about that, about the document? Do you recognize the name of the person who signed, one of the persons who signed? So you don't recognize your own name?
I'm short-sighted. At the same time, I cannot read.
You're short-sighted. Did you bring your glasses?
Sorry again?
You brought your glasses?
When I'm driving, I use glasses, but when driving, not.
Okay, but when you're reading, do you use glasses?
No, I cannot read. At all or not.
All right, Honorable Chair, with your permission, I wish to read this
Okay.
It's dated the 24th of June, 2017. And the heading is Handing and Taking Over Vehicle Registration Number GG0025A. And it reads, I, Adama Jagne, have handed over vehicle registration number 0025A to Mr. Kinte Momodu Lamin at Kotu Central Workshop, Saturday, 24th of June, 2017. Handed over by name, Adama Jagne, date, the 24th of June 2017, and signed by the same. It was signed, I can see 4. If I'm being fair to the witness, I can see 4, something that resembles 4, but I'm not entirely sure. But it was signed and received by says Momodu, and I can't make out the rest, but I can assume that it's the same Momodu Kinte Lamin, and it's signed, and that signature indicates that yes, it was on the same date. It was signed on the same date. So, do you recall this?
I can't recall the people. More Kinte.
You cannot recall.
I cannot recall, to be frank.
Okay. The
They handed
committee,
it to me, or I handed it to them?
you handed it over to them, but we have several other documents of you
Okay,
being handed over documents, and you handing over documents, and you signing.
okay. But this one I cannot recall.
Sorry, handing over vehicles. There are documents to show, to prove that the vehicles were handed over to you, or you handed over the vehicles to someone else. So do you know one Mr. Kinte Momodu?
Sorry, which kind of mark is this? The vehicle?
It doesn't say.
Okay. Mori Kinte.
Yes. Kinte Momodu Lamin.
Kinte. I cannot recall. I only know one Kinte. This Kinte is at Abuko, you know, when going to Lamin, where they normally sold these flowers. I know only that Kinte within, but I don't think whether I have interacted with him pertaining to people issue. And that guy is working on the SIS. But other than that,
Okay,
Kinte,
my contention here is that you have made the allegation that you cannot read, and I am seeing several documents endorsed by you.
that's my doubt. Me, no. Me, no.
Again, I would remind you that if you're found to be misleading this committee, you will be held for contempt,
No problem.
right?
Anything I don't, I would say I did it. But this one I cannot recall. This Kinte.
All right.
Is there any contact number?
That's besides the point. Let's move on. Who writes for you your letters?
I was with my, this thing, so this is the O2.
He's the one who writes the letters, and then you sign.
Me, I don't sign.
You have never signed.
Some of them I sign, but some of them I don't sign them. But handing over vehicle, I couldn't recall, to be frank.
Let's get this. Let's go. Lamin Suso helps you to write,
Yes,
and then you sign
yes, at times.
at times.
Yes.
So you sign,
Yes.
right, with a pen, of course.
Certain vehicle, yes.
With a pen.
Yes.
Okay. So when do you thumbprint?